Welcome to Nutrition Your Way. I'm your host, Cindi. This podcast is for those of you that finally want to have control over your own health and your family's health. This is for you if you don't know what to eat to help your chronic illness or even your child's ADHD. I will share with you how to easily swap out unhealthy ingredients in your food for healthier ingredients that won't make you sicker or affect your chronic illness. And yes, you can still eat your favorite foods. Other areas I will cover include how to remove toxins from your food and life, how to eliminate the overwhelm you have with your health, including how to read labels, meal plan and prep, and how to manage grocery shopping with ease. My goal is to make biohacking effortless. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nutrition Your Way, the podcast that empowers you to take control of your health through flexible, personalized nutrition. I'm Cindi, and today we're diving into a crucial topic, hormone balancing as estrogen decreases, with a focus on nutrition and other supportive strategies. So, as a nutritionist specializing in menopause, I often hear from clients struggling with the symptoms of declining estrogen. Hot flashes, mood swings, weight gain sound familiar? But here's the good news. There are multiple ways we can support our bodies through this transition. Today, we'll explore 4 key areas: nutrition, lifestyle changes, natural supplements, and medical interventions, with a special focus on flexible nutrition strategies. Because after all, I am a flexible nutrition coach. I have been living the flexible nutrition lifestyle for decades. So I'm still eating my favorite foods, even having gestational diabetes, Hashimoto's, and now menopause. And I'm losing weight finally with the menopause, all that weight gain. And I'm still eating the foods I love. So let's start with our first and most crucial area, nutrition. So as estrogen decreases, it affects not just our reproductive system, but also our metabolism, bone density, and even how our bodies use and store nutrients. This is why a one-size-fits-all diet just doesn't cut it during menopause. First, let's talk about phytoestrogens. These are plant compounds that can mimic estrogen in our bodies. Now, I'm not saying you need to go all in on soy products, but incorporating some phytoestrogen foods can be beneficial. Think flax seeds, lentil, chickpeas, and yes, moderate amounts of soy if you can tolerate it well. I don't eat any soy whatsoever because of my Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism. I have a multinodular goiter on my thyroid. I refuse to eat any soy because it is an endocrine disruptor. So based on my 23 years of the thyroid issues, I don't eat soy at all. I don't encourage people to eat it because it can mess with your hormones even more, but it's an option that people do use. But the key word here is flexible, so find the sources that work for you and your lifestyle. Like I said, flax seeds, lentils, and chickpeas, yeah, great. I make my own hummus with chickpeas. Next up, protein. So as we lose estrogen, we tend to lose muscle mass more easily. Adequate protein intake can help maintain muscle and keep our metabolism humming. But this doesn't mean you don't need to eat chicken breast at every meal. Get creative. Try incorporating Greek yogurt into your breakfast. Add beans to your salads, or experiment with fish if you're not a big meat eater. I love salmon. We eat a lot of salmon. Which leads to the next part of the healthy fats. So we do not want to forget about healthy fats. Omega-3 fatty acids in particular can help with the inflammation and mood regulation. Fatty fish like salmon is a great source, but if you're not a fish fan, don't worry. Walnuts, chia seeds, and even omega-3 enriched eggs can do the trick. Remember, it's about finding what works for you. Now, let's address that weight gain, shall we? Many women struggle with increased abdominal fat as estrogen decreases. While there's no magic food that will melt away belly fat, and there's no magic pill either, despite what you see all over social media, focusing on fiber-rich foods can help. These keep you full, support gut health, and it can help manage blood sugar levels. So think colorful vegetables, whole grains, and fruits. So hydration is another key factor, and many people forget about water. As estrogen decreases, some women experience increased dryness like skin, eyes. So staying well hydrated can help combat this. If plain water bores you, get creative with herbal teas, infused water, or water-rich fruits. Yeah, I used to have a pitcher in my refrigerator with like fruit infused in it, and it's really good. Cucumbers and mint and strawberries. So, moving on to our second area, lifestyle changes. Exercise is crucial. Regular physical activity, especially weight bearing exercises, can help maintain bone density and muscle mass, which tend to decrease with lower estrogen levels. So, aim for a mix of cardio and strength training. However, be careful. Too much cardio in postmenopausal women will raise cortisol levels, making it very hard to lose that weight. So you're exercising and it's not helping you at all. This happened to me. So now I strength train 5 days a week for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And I still try and get at least 6 or 7,000 steps in a day. Getting the steps in has more benefit than that extra cardio, because like I said, your cortisol goes up, so you're just defeating the purpose. Stress management is also key. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on our hormones, so finding effective ways to relax is essential. You can use meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or any activity that helps you to unwind. They don't say stress kills for nothing, because stress does kill you. When it's constant stress and it just keeps getting worse and worse and just builds up, I mean, watch your blood pressure, okay, because that's also a symptom of menopause. So our third area is natural supplements and remedies. So I know some of you might be thinking about supplements, but while certain supplements can be beneficial during menopause, I always advocate for a food first approach. And that said, if you are considering supplements, please consult with like a functional medicine practitioner or like a certified nutritionist like myself, who knows which supplements aren't a waste of money and will actually help you. Because what works for your best friend might not be right for you. And you have different mineral and vitamin deficiencies than your friend does. So you need to have it personalized just for you. I also have been taking an activator for the last 3 years from the only activation company that's out there. And what it does is it heals your cells and removes the oxidative stress, which is kind of like, think of an apple, how it rots sitting on the counter. That's what happens to our cells as we age. Decades and decades of damage to our cells. And this reverses that oxidative stress and makes your cells like act young again. And that definitely helps. My menopause symptoms were very minimal, and sometimes I didn't even realize I was having a symptom because it helped that much. But you do need essential nutrients because that is super important. Vitamin D and calcium are crucial for bone health, even though calcium, bone strength comes from muscle and protein more than milk. So please make sure that you're not drinking milk full of sugar. That's not really helping you. Okay. And you need vitamin B, B vitamins that can help with energy level and mood regulations. And then omega-3 supplements can be beneficial if you're not getting enough in your diet. Now, this brings us to our fourth area, medical interventions. So for some women, lifestyle changes, nutrition, and natural remedies may not be enough to manage symptoms of decreasing estrogen. For me, that wasn't it. I was working out. I was doing my strength exercises. I'm activated. I have been eating clean for, oh my gosh, almost 20 years. But the weight gain in menopause, that just nothing was working. So in some cases, hormone replacement therapy might be the option. And today I'm going to talk specifically about bioidentical hormones. Many years ago, regular hormones got a very, very, very bad rap about how it caused breast cancer or different cancers and all this stuff. And that what has been debunked over and over again and is not true. And then bioidentical hormones, they're chemically identical to those our bodies produce naturally. They're often derived from plant sources and can be customized to match each woman's specific hormonal needs. Some women find that bioidentical hormones provide symptom relief with potentially fewer side effects than traditional. Like any medical treatment, of course, bioidentical hormones comes with, there's a few potential benefits and risks. It's a decision that should be made carefully when you talk with your healthcare provider. And a functional medicine practitioner is probably one that's a little more open to hearing about bioidentical hormones, because then they take into account your individual health history and risk factors. I was always one that was like, I don't want to take the hormones because I'd heard so many bad stories. But my 4th nutrition certification, I'm a master level health coach. I'm a transformational health coach, life coach, menopause coach. I am certified as a menopause coach. I've done a lot of research, and I actually started bioidentical hormones 4 months ago, and I have not had any side effects, except it's finally helping me lose weight when I combined it with the proper nutrition and strength training. So mine comes from a compound pharmacy, meaning that my prescription is made just for me. So make sure when you talk to your doctor that you want to try the bioidentical hormones that you need, if that's the route you want to go. But just have a conversation about it. Even if you choose not to, it's good to talk to people. I have a functional medicine practitioner that's in my family, and I talk to her all the time, and she's like, it's good for your bones and your brain. And I was like, because you need estrogen for that. And when your estrogen decreases, your bones suffer. And you kind of need your bones to keep your body going. So, but definitely talk to your doctor about it. But like I said, I have not had any side effects, other than I'm finally losing weight. So sometimes you do need that extra little intervention, but through a doctor's care, obviously. But that is what has helped me. And if I hadn't opened my mind more and thought about it, and I said, I'll try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll stop taking it. You don't have to keep taking it. And it started working. So I'm like, all right, we'll just keep going and see how it goes. And I know a lot of people are into that whole GLP-1, the shots, which I would never give myself a shot unless it was necessary for life-saving efforts like diabetes, for insulin. And insurance won't cover it. It's massively, ridiculously overpriced in America. But my company, again, that I partnered with 3 years ago, the activation company, I am so excited. They're coming out with a natural GLP-1 product in October. And I cannot be more excited about it. I cannot wait to try it, because this company only does products that are natural ingredients. And our body already produces GLP-1. So this is going to just help, activate it. Hello, we're the activation company. So, so I'm super excited about it. And then once I start it, I can share it with all of you and let you know how it goes. But again, you have to, if you're going into the bioidentical hormones, talk to a functional medicine practitioner is probably the best person to talk to. So before we wrap up, let's talk about one more crucial aspect: listening to your body. Hormonal changes can affect how we tolerate certain foods. That spicy dish you've always loved, it might suddenly trigger hot flashes. That glass of wine with dinner, it could be disrupting your sleep more than before. This is where the concept of flexible nutrition really shines. Pay attention to how foods make you feel, and don't be afraid to adjust your diet accordingly. That's what I do with all my clients. I help them. We work through it all. Like, we work one-on-one, minimum 3 to 4 months, because these changes take a little bit of time. And frankly, you don't want anything to happen overnight, because it won't last. You need something sustainable. So remember, the goal of flexible nutrition isn't to restrict or deprive yourself. It's about nourishing your body in a way that makes you feel your best. This might look different for each of you, and that's perfectly okay. So, as we wrap up today's episodes, I want to recap the key things that we talked about. So, nutrition is crucial. You want adequate protein, healthy fats, staying hydrated. I'd watch those phytoestrogens, but I don't do soy, but there's the flax seeds and the chickpeas. Incorporate lifestyle changes like regular exercise and stress management. Consider natural supplements under a professional, guidance, like a functional medicine doctor or even like someone like me, because I've been dealing with supplements for many, many years. Explore medical interventions like bioidentical hormones if necessary, and always, always, always talk to your doctor about that. Okay, it's very, very important. So I want to remind you that while the decrease in estrogen is a natural part of aging, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. With the right nutritional strategies, you can support your body and thrive during transition and even after. So remember, every woman's journey through hormonal changes is unique. What works for one person may not work for another. It's all about finding the right balance for you, your nutrition, your way. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nutrition Your Way. Again, if you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who might benefit. Until next time, here's to your hormone health, and I will be in your headphones next week. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, I would love for you to leave a review. Thanks for listening today. I really appreciate you tuning in to the Nutrition Your Way podcast to learn about easy swaps, toxin-free nutrition, and how to biohack your family's health. Don't forget to subscribe here, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle or my website cindystickle.com for the latest updates. Links are in the episode description.